have an issue. My tomatoes, as you probably can see, are turning yellow and white. They're all bleached out, and that is because I am an idiot and there's absolutely no nutrients in the soil that I used. So these need to get some nitrogen right away if I'm gonna be able to get these plants to bounce back and looking nice. My poor babies. Oh, my poor little babies. They're still growing, but they look so sad. Can we just say that they're variegated and say that they're supposed to look that way?
Well, aren't these ones for us? You started the ones for us?
Yeah, they are for us, but it still makes me sad. It smells so good though.
Oh, I can't wait till there's food growing in the garden.
I'm pretty excited for when I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
When I can just turn on the hose and water them in the greenhouse. Because
this is annoying.
Pain in the butt. And I'm also out of space, officially.
And that Ian guy has to get his act together and get that greenhouse built.
He's a pretty big slacker. Taking all winter to get his one-day job done.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by Serina. Do what she says, not what she does. Oh, my poor babies. Look how sad they are. This might be one of the absolute worst leaves. It's almost white. It's not even yellow like some of these other ones here. So far it hasn't really been affecting the peppers at all. It's mostly just the tomatoes that are suffering. What is going on here is I bought professional grade potting soil, and what the difference is between professional potting soil and the potting soil that you will buy in your local hardware store is professional potting soil does not have any sort of fertilizers mixed in. The other potting soils will have a mix, you know, of the soil mediums that are in mine here, but it'll also have mixed in what your seedlings are going to need for when they're first growing, or in the case of just general potting soil, maybe a little bit of fertilizer just to give your plants some help and a boost.
Grab your belly, fatty fat. Grab your belly. Oh, grab your toesies. Oh, what a playful old man. What a playful old man.
Oh, look at this vicious beast.
Look at this fatty. Look at this one-eyed fatty out enjoying the sunny day. I knew you had to add fertilizer into that potting soil that I got, so I don't even have the excuse of not knowing better. I just really wanted to get my seedlings started. And so I did it anyways, and my plan was I was gonna pick up some liquid fertilizer and, you know, just feed them once a week type thing, and that would have been an okay solution. But you can probably guess where this story's going, and I didn't. First of all, I didn't get the liquid fertilizer. It took me a couple weeks until I actually got that. And then after I had the liquid fertilizer, I had it inside my house, not down here in the barn where my seedlings are. And then finally, 3 weeks later, my poor little babies who'd been doing so good up until that point started to turn yellow, and I was like, oh yeah, that thing I was supposed to do. And so I got my fertilizer out of the house and I gave these their first feeding. Now, when they first went yellow, that first day, I made sure to get the fertilizer, get them watered with the fertilizer properly. But because I'd left it for so long, I was now into not just doing what the seedlings needed. Now I was into, like crisis mode, repair the problem I shouldn't have type situation. So now at this point, I have to feed these little babies quite often. This now isn't just fertilize them on Mondays. This is now, okay, every 4 or 5 days I need to fertilize them until I see that the new growth is coming in nice and healthy. And so today I'm on my second feeding and they're still suffering. Hopefully with this one, it'll get them to the point that they're bounced back, and pretty soon here I can get them to their once a week feeding. But yeah, not the best situation, not exactly what you want to have to deal with. The one kind of positive takeaway on this, which, I mean, positive is how you look at it. These are my tomato seedlings. These are the tomatoes that I started early for me to plant into my greenhouse. So these aren't even the ones that I necessarily have plans to sell. So the amount that they're suffering makes it so that I don't have to worry that I just messed up my, my complete plan for selling seedlings this year, my first half to my farm plan. That hasn't completely disappeared, but yeah, it's a bummer because these are my babies and I want my babies to be healthy too. When I planted these, the seedlings to sell, at that point I did buy the parts that I needed to add in, some slow release fertilizer and some compost that I added into my potting mix. So these are fine. These should be good. And then also everything's gonna get, some fresh nutrients in their soil when they all get potted up at about a month old. So I'm not too worried about these, but don't do what I do. Don't listen to me. Just, or listen to me. Don't, I'm an idiot, whatever. I am excited about what we have going on here though. Beautiful day, gotta have my sunglasses. It's hot, it's nice. I mean, hot's relative, Canadian hot, so above freezing. All the snow is starting to melt and I am definitely feeling that it's spring. The only other problem is that I also checked my farm plan, and so it's March 18th today. My farm plan had me planting out seedlings for the farm mid-March. I wanted to do beet seedlings. I wanted an entire 50-foot row of beet seedlings planted mid-March. And I did the math. That means that'd be 6,000 beet seedlings, and that would be doing it 3 days ago. So I think I'm gonna revise that plan, and that revision is fine. That revision isn't gonna kill me. But the other thing that I saw when I was looking at my farm plan is apparently I'm supposed to be planting stuff in ground. I'm supposed to be direct seeding starting April 1st, and yeah, I haven't broken ground yet. I still don't have farm beds to plant into, and yeah, there's snow where I want to break that ground. So I have no idea how I'm gonna get on track for direct seeding for April 1st. That right now is seeming very unlikely. I also need to buy a dump truck full of compost for my farm plan, and so that needs to get here delivered and spread on top of my garden beds that aren't made by April 1st. So yeah, I am majorly behind. You guys all need to wish me luck because this entire video is about how, oh man, I do not know what I'm doing. Okay, so send me your positive thoughts, guys. I need all the well wishes I can get. See you next time.